Hey gang, Sally here Kit. With Kit, he's on this side, he's usually on the other side. Hope you're having an amazing and fascinating day. I know I am. We're here with something different. I'm going to be trying this. This will be the intro for every single one of these videos. But I've talked to a couple of friends who like my videos. Yay, thank you for that. And they all thought this would be a good idea, so I'm going to give it a shot and see what you all think too. So let me know in the comments down below. These are driving day videos. So I can't promise you you're going to get to see, you won't get to see everything that I was actually going for that day. Um, and these are going to be completely unedited. So what you're going to see is some driving, and then you'll hear me say, GoPro, stop recording. And that's how you know the end of that segment. I'm not even going to edit that out. I'm going to just leave it in. And some of these will be like super long. Some of them won't be very long. They'll probably all be fairly long, I'm guessing. But the deal is I run two cameras when I'm driving, and I'm not recording constantly. I record when I think of something that I want to talk about or when I think the scenery is interesting. And a lot of times I will, when I'm trying to edit a video down, I'll go through and I will edit it down so that if it's just a driving segment, I'll speed it up so you can see the scenery but get through it faster. I'm not doing that. You can speed it up on YouTube though if you want to. So, hope you enjoy this. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate you taking your time to do that. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. If you love this, let me know. And if you don't like it, you can let me know that too. Um, if you can stand to do it, I'd really appreciate it if you can stay all the way to the end, because YouTube really likes it when you watch an entire video, and so do I. And as always, comments, thumbs up, all that good stuff. We're going to roll the intro and get right into it. We just spent a lovely evening at Cabela's. I think we actually could have very easily parked on the other side of the road, and I think it's still Cabela's property actually. There's a pond over there, and I saw an RV when we pulled in.
Turn right toward Whitetail Drive,
but
turn right onto Whitetail Drive.
I knew I wanted to walk through the store anyway. Didn't buy anything, but I wanted to walk through.
Turn right onto Whitetail Drive, then turn right onto Cabela Boulevard East.
So we had a good time here. It was very peaceful, very pleasant, no drama. Although there were a lot of people walking back and forth.
Turn right onto Cabela Boulevard East.
Apparently without a car. I mean, like walking past my rig, I was parked way out at the end. So I don't know where they were going. Maybe they're going across the street over here. No idea. But today, we are heading for the River Raisin Battlefield National Historic, River Raisin National Historic Battlefield. I think that's what it's called. And I was doing a little research on that last night in preparation, and discovered that all the things that I thought about the War of 1812, I thought it was all about the British. Remember the song, in 1814 we took a little trip along the something something to the mighty Mississippi. You know, and hold your fire until you see the whites of their eyes. I thought it was all about the British. Well, it wasn't. Apparently, and we'll find out more after we get there, of course, but apparently this was a case of, this was the first case of treating the native peoples poorly in our quest for westward expansion. So, it's a little disappointing actually. And I guess we're going to be on surface streets. We've got, it's 16 miles to get there. We got 14 miles on this road. Go figure. So we'll see if we see anything that looks interesting. And I'm going to get there just a little bit before they open. So I may end up making breakfast before I go in. We'll see. This is Dundee, Michigan. And apparently we're going to be in and out of Michigan and Ohio several times today. Including a quirky thing that I want to do on our way to our final destination for the evening, which is in Ohio. What do you say, Kitster? Are you up for a battlefield today? Learning something new? We can do it. Ooh, that's an interesting intersection. Old Mill Museum off there to the right. Love the old houses. What's going to happen when we get back west eventually, Kit, and there's no more green grass for you to play in? You've been enjoying the green grass. I guess we're still in Dundee. Pretty good sized town. I think, oh no, that was Napoleon that had 4 exits. I don't know how many exits Dundee had. .339 at Sunoco. I'm only 58 miles into this tank of fuel though, so I won't need to find something for quite a while. I don't think I'll need to get fuel at all today, so that'll be good. And perhaps the sun will break through the clouds and we'll get enough solar to recharge completely today. That would be nice. I think I am going to make breakfast. I'm kind of hungry. I am. Huh. That Assembly of God church on the left looked like it could have been Lutheran. Actually, it looked a lot like the Lutheran church, reminded me of the Lutheran church that I went to in upstate New York. I guess we're done with Dundee. GoPro, stop recording. Well, this is Raisinville. Monroe County Fair Expo Center. It's a cute little bird. Newer houses over on the left. Oh, and some older ones too. Interesting. population is declining, and yet we still need to build all these new houses. And I wonder how much of that is the thirst and quest for bigger and bigger and bigger, and the separation of family structures. And, you know, I think I can say, wow, I think I can say for centuries, even in the US, not just decades, the norm was multi-generational family units living together. And now that is by far the exception rather than the norm. It also occurs to me as I look at the clouds, I guess we're in Monroe now. As I look at the clouds, it occurs to me that I recall thinking last year that the Midwest doesn't really get concerned about solar, especially on RVs, because there's no sun here. So we'll see. I may end up having to run the generator periodically, but it's got to be sunny at least some of the time, right? Right? Has to be. Okay, I think we're officially in Monroe now. Waterloo Park down here to the left. So, this is about the War of 1812, so I would imagine we might see some older houses and buildings and stuff here. Now we're officially in Monroe. And a sign at the barber shop that says Jane got her kidney. Good for you, Jane. Sounds like a community that maybe helped pull together to make that happen. At least I can hope so. Well, there's a pretty tall church spire up ahead that has the look of something that might be old. We'll see. Because at least for now, everything looks pretty contemporary. GoPro, stop recording. Downtown, Battlefield, Government Plaza straight ahead. So hopefully downtown has a historic look and feel to it. Hot dogs and root beer. Looks like an old-fashioned drive-in on the right back there. Cool looking railroad bridge off to the left. I don't think you're going to get much of a view of it, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, the church is starting to stand out a little more. And these houses on the left are definitely 1900s. Oops, sorry, dude. I'm kind of over the line a little bit. be crossing over the river down here in a little bit. All right, these are starting to be some older looking homes, maybe. Maybe. $1918 for the school. Yeah, I'm not really seeing 1800s yet. Home of Lots Flower. Ah.
1,000 feet, turn left onto South Monroe Street.
There we go. These look older.
At the light, turn left onto South Monroe Street.
Oh yeah. You know what? We're gonna make Google upset because I just kind of want to see what's down here.
In 1,000 feet, turn right on East Elm Avenue.
Sorry, Google.
Head southeast on East 1st Street toward Washington Street. In 500 feet, turn left onto South Macomb Street.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Turn left onto South Macomb Street. In 1,000 feet, turn right onto East Elm Avenue.
I'm going to continue to upset Google. Oh. Can I get there or no? Yeah. Because before I cross the river, I want to go back up here through some of this downtown. Yeah. Okay, this looks older.
Head west on East Front Street toward Washington Street. In 600 feet, turn
Reminds
right
me a
onto
little
South
bit of
Monroe
Old
Street.
Town Frederick. I was born in Frederick. Okay, now over here on the left, that's obviously brand new. But it's also kind of made to look like it blends in. Actually, this is a lot like Frederick. It looks like they've rebuilt a lot of stuff in an effort to try and make it blend in with the old stuff. So that's cool.
At the light, turn right onto South Monroe Street.
Okay, now we're going to follow the directions.
In 600 feet, turn right onto East Elm Avenue.
So we're crossing, I guess this is the Raisin River. And the battle cry became, "Remember the Raisin!"
Turn right onto East Elm Avenue.
Oh, there's a statue of Custer to the left.
Continue on East Elm Avenue for 3/4 of a mile.
Got some older homes here. still over here to our right. Oh, they got a little
1,000 feet, turn left on
park
North
there.
Dixie Highway. Turn left onto North Dixie Highway, then turn left.
Okay, I think we're almost here. River Raisin National Battlefield. Cool bridges.
Turn left, then turn left.
Temporary visitors on the entrance to the right. Okay, let's see where we're supposed to go. Hopefully.
Head northeast on North Dixie Highway toward East Noble Avenue, then turn left onto East Noble Avenue.
Here we go. Follow the detour directions.
Turn left onto East Noble Avenue, then turn left.
What you looking at, kidster? I don't see anything. I don't see anything that would have you staring at it like that. You're like a good boy. So I reviewed some of the footage after rearranging the cameras to this configuration, and I think I like it a lot better. I think in order for you to get a clear view all the way to the back, I would have to turn on some lights back there, but
Turn left, then turn left.
so we got road closed. We do have visitor parking. Oops, you okay? Not a lot of visitor parking. I have a feeling it's not going to be super crowded though. Settle down. But here's a hint. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around.
Your destination is on the right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn around and then park. Actually, that doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna drive right through that. Haven't seen the bicycle do it, which will be easier than backing up and turning around. And with today being Sunday, I kind of doubt that anybody's going to be working, but I'll go park in their official temporary parking lot, just to be on the safe side. Okay, and it's only 73 degrees outside, so I think what I'm going to do is make breakfast, and then we'll check out the visitor center. clunk, clunk. And then we'll see what else we're going to do here. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, so we are now leaving the River Raisin National Battlefield, and we've been here for about 3 hours and 45 minutes actually. Now that includes making and eating breakfast. We watched the 25-minute film. You could probably do this in less time, but I thought, you know, I don't have too much planned today, so why not just take my time and really absorb it. And I'm glad I did, because this is certainly not the history that I was taught as a child in school. My recollection from school is that the whole battle of the War of 1812 was all about, you know, getting the territory back from Britain that they had already ceded to us but were still occupying. So my recollection is it was all about England, and I didn't remember that the Native Americans had sided, with I did not recollect that the Native Americans had sided with the British and helped them in an attempt to defeat the Americans. And part of what we are, you know, what we get taught is about the massacre of the Indians after the first Battle of the River Raisin. But it wasn't just that. It was very different. Okay. And then from where we were parked, we walked all the way over here and walked around on the battlefield as well. So check out this old bridge as we go across here. Pretty cool. Oh, here comes another train. Oh, come on, really? Is there really another train coming this way? No, that's there for them. Okay. Because they really don't want people stopping there. Okay, so the trains are frequent. Because I just walked back across the maybe 15 minutes ago, and I had to wait for a train that was passing through as I was crossing. So, interesting. And this was a little bit of a detour north, probably about 15 or 20 miles to come up here. But I accomplished several things. One of them was, I spent a night in Michigan because I couldn't remember if I had ever done that in any RV. I don't think I had. I think I might have spent a night in Michigan when I was moving my brother across the country, but I'd have to go back and look to be sure about that. So I spent the night in Michigan last night. And I thought, well, here's another national park site I had never seen before. So, you know, let's check that out. So I guess we're going to be on the freeway for a little bit. I didn't think we were, but oh well. Hope I don't regret having left my fantastic van vent open. Hope, hope, hope. Alright, then I'll pick you back up when we get to our next location, which is only about 16 miles down the road. GoPro, stop recording. just crossed into Ohio from Michigan. And our next stop in 2.1 miles. Oh, there's Rudy's hot dog. Huh. Don't think I need to do that. I ended up having corn dogs for lunch/dinner yesterday. I have leftover Mexican I'm going to eat today. Might have to actually cook tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, we're crossing over something river, Ottawa River. You will do better in Toledo, according to that sign. So here we are in Toledo. Oh, and here comes the rain. Awesome. Fortunately, after this, we only have like an hour to get to our Walmart, I think. And maybe we'll get lucky and drive out of the rain. I think I'll be glad to get back to Arizona by the time we do. Just because of the rain. I am enjoying the much cooler temperatures of the past week or so, though. We're in the 70s, upper 70s, low 80s, and I am A-okay with that. Still warm enough to leave the windows open overnight, and not dreadfully hot during the day, so can't really complain about that, can we? So we are right now in Toledo, Ohio, but we are heading for what's known as the Lost Peninsula, which will put us back into Michigan. And it's a little piece of Michigan that is completely surrounded by Ohio. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to park. Hopefully I will. We shall see. And my TV is not locked in for some reason. So I'm making an attempt to fix that when we stop as well. So we're going to have the Ottawa River coming up on our left. So basically we cross the river, we've worked our way around it, and we're going to be paralleling the river. Coming up around the corner here. There's the river. This looks like pretty much like working riverfront to me. What do you think? Cool little boat there. Well, there is street parking, so maybe I will be able to park. Oop. Kit. Oh, but of course there's no more parking up here now. Oh, here we go. Lost Peninsula Marina. So there's our marker. Now I got to figure out if I can park. I guess I'm going to turn around in here. Hang on, Kip. I saw our marker. And there's the Amazon truck. And here's a big bump. I think we're going to get out and just walk over there real quick. I don't think we'll get in trouble. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, so this is, I don't know why, I thought it said parking for members only. It was parking for patrons only of Weber's restaurant across the street here, which we are not patronizing. And it says all others will be towed at owner's expense. But I mean, truthfully, how on earth do they know? Really, guys? Okay, so
Turn left onto Edgewater Drive.
So look at this stone monument
On Edgewater Drive.
right here on the left by the sign. This side says Michigan. The left-hand end says post number 70. And on the opposite side from Michigan, facing the bushes, is Ohio. This is the state line between Ohio and Michigan. So we just had Henry in two states simultaneously. That's kind of cool. I mean, I guess we've done that plenty of times when we've crossed state borders, but I don't know, that just felt different. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so now we got to work our way back out of this little backwater, and we're only going 48 miles, but it's 59 Google minutes, which probably means 75 Henry minutes is my guess. We'll see. And then once we get stopped, the first thing I want to do is eat. Oh, there's one of those pop-ups I was thinking about buying. And I have ultimately decided not to, because I don't really spend that much time sitting outside. The argument could be maybe if you had something to sit in outside, you might spend more. I don't think so. Could be, but I don't know. How about if you keep your vehicle on your side of the road, dude? See, this always annoys me about people. If something is blocking their lane, they seem to completely lose sight of the fact that it's still important for them to remain within their lane. So he wanted to get around that woman that was on the tricycle, and in order to do that, he put his trailer tires in my lane. Yeah, that's not legal. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see if we get to avoid freeway, or for how long we get to avoid freeway. Apparently there are several different marinas all along here. But yeah, I thought that was a fun little stop. And it wasn't really far out of the way, not more than a couple of miles. And I like seeing the unusual stuff. How about you, kid? You like seeing the unusual stuff too?
Turn right on 131st.
just retracing our way back to the main road, I think. Oh, look, they got rental scooters that somebody just dropped there.
Turn left onto North Summit.
Okay, well, once we get up here, I think probably not this traffic light, maybe one after that. We aren't going to have to backtrack any further, so that's good. Get to see something new, guys. Lee Williams, House of Meats. That sounds good. And why am I so hungry at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you might ask? Well, because I had Greek yogurt with a banana and a few blueberries for breakfast, and that's really not enough. Oh, I probably should have stirred in some of the high protein oatmeal flakes. That might have helped too. I wonder if we get to go all the way through Toledo on the back roads. Be okay with me. Looks like a funeral home. It is a funeral home.
At the light, turn right onto 124th Street. Continue for 1.5 miles.
What's this on the right? Sunbridge Schools. Okay. That's kind of depressing looking. But we get to go through the neighborhood, see some of the older houses. Yeah, they're kind of cool. Here's some more of the Ottawa River. Oh, so these people have docks with their houses on the other side of the road. That's pretty spiff. Yeah, so they've built decks that look out over the water, and they're docks. Nice. And some pretty damn nice looking houses on the other side of the road. That these properties aren't cheap. Well, it's not going to be a fast ride at this point, at this rate, but that's okay. And so far we're on day 2 of my new red-topped bins without the mattress on the bed. And I gotta say, I'm really liking it. I might get a third one. I might not. I kind of don't want to because I really don't want to accumulate a bunch of stuff. Okay, this neighborhood looks a little less affluent, but it is still riverfront. Well, actually, this is a little estuary. It's going to peter out up here. But still, I'd be perfectly happy to have one of these houses on the right. And I guess this is, nope. There was a sign that said Ottawa River, but I wonder if that means you can walk through somebody's yard to get there. Oh, a really nice house way back there. These all look pretty new. Harbor Lights condominiums on the right. Yeah, we're going to get back on I-75. Oh well. maybe I'll make some pizza choppers in the next few days. That means I need to go into Walmart and get some mozzarella. South for a little while before we can start north again, but that's okay. And sometime over the next few days I need to start working on the next parts of the trip. Alright, we're on the freeway. Freeways are boring. GoPro, stop recording. We're going to be crossing the Maumee River here. So I imagine this is Toledo off to our right. And we're heading south toward Cleveland at this point. Cleveland will still be way east of where we're going to end up today. And I don't know if there's any way to avoid going through Cleveland or not, but I'd kind of like to. I lived there for a few months once. Oh, the Maumee River has like a big freighter on it. Docked next to a park, so it may not be in operation anymore. But it's a pretty big river that I'd never heard of until yesterday. Cool. GoPro, stop recording. So we just got off of 280 South Interstate. Now we are on Ohio 51 heading south still, and we are about to be in 0.9 miles heading east on Ohio 579. So it's only taken maybe like 5 miles or so of winding around to get back on track heading east. And of course, ultimately our trajectory is northeast. Oh look, this guy's had his truck lowers, bumper and fender flares and so forth painted, and he's got a Harley Davidson sticker on the side. It just says Harley Davidson, not the logo itself. It's fairly subtle, and hey, it probably makes him happy. So I'm going to stick with you until we make the turn onto 579, and then we will know, among other things, how long we're going to be on there. Ooh, tasty cake. I bet they taste really horrible now. Oh, crap, I can't even eat them. I used to love, I think they were called candy cakes actually, made by Tasty Cake, and they had a layer of cake, and then they had a little bit of, I think I got this right, a little bit of peanut butter on top of that. The whole thing was enrobed in chocolate. I'm sure it's full of nothing but chemicals, and oh yeah, I'm allergic to peanuts and peanut butter and everything adjacent anyway. So yeah, not so much. But they made other kinds of tasty cakes too that I seem to remember loving. And tasty cakes seem to be an Eastern thing, Midwest and Eastern. You don't ever see tasty cakes in the West. Okay, I am going to be hard pressed to resist the urge to stop and get a pizza, just because I'm hungry.
Continue on Ohio
right, so we got 11 miles here, and then we're going to take Highway 2 east for who knows how long. We've got a total of 36 miles left. GoPro, stop recording. I wonder what this enormous concrete, looks like concrete, cylinder is spewing smoke up into the sky, up ahead on the right. Perhaps there will be a sign. Not quite sure. Oh, here we go. Turtle Creek is what we're crossing here. I saw a little turnoff that was pretty well shielded just half a mile back. And my first thought was, yeah, I could spend the night there. I chose Walmart because it's close to where I want to be in the morning, though. But I want to spend some time looking this afternoon and evening about, you know, better places to stay after tomorrow night. I've done I booked a harvest host tomorrow night. But I prefer to find like little turnoffs. A lot of ponds here in Ohio. Oh, there's an RV park. Kind of on the canal. Okay, that thing's pretty big. I'm hopeful I'm going to do some stuff along the eastern shore on our way south through Maryland. I really do not want to do the Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnel though. So partly it's going to depend on how big a detour that turns out to be. That thing is huge. And at least, I mean, at the moment it appears to be like in the middle of nowhere, spewing its smoke, steam, I don't know what it is. We've got 18 miles to go to our Walmart. Got to be some kind of power plant, right? And we are really apparently not very far at all from Lake Erie. I don't see a scale, but I'm going to guess half a mile as the crow flies to the left. Oh, and that thing's on the left side of the road, not the right side of the road. Must be some kind of power plant, I'm guessing. Plant entrance? What plant? Tell us what plant it is. Oh, wait a minute, can I read the sign? Vistra. That thing is enormous. And we are in Carroll Township. Drifting left a lot today. .345 at the BP. is to keep my price of fuel as low as I can and not stress about the fact that it's just going to be more expensive in the east. Toussaint River. Cool. The clouds are quite impressive. But I'm glad we got blue sky, which means we're getting some sun, on the solar. So hopefully we'll be pretty full today. It'll be nice. Are you on the edge of your seat, Kim? You are. You're like right on the edge of your seat, little boy. Pretty, and I'm definitely seeing parts of Ohio I've never seen before, so that's nice. GoPro, stop recording. So we just passed the sign that said Lake Erie Islands ferry service, next 4 exits. All I can say is, ha! Oh, of course we're getting off in 4.8 miles. Oh, because we're already approaching Port Clinton. Nice. I also saw a billboard a few miles back, and I didn't read the whole thing. It said Nagoya Sushi Room. And I've been jonesing for some Asian food for quite some time too. And I used to live not very far from Nagoya. So, might be worth checking out if it's not, too far out of the way, and or it's actually still in business, and or it has decent ratings. So I guess this is really going to be, is that true? I was going to say the first of the Great Lakes we're visiting, but I think we might have been pretty close to Lake Michigan today. Not positive about that. I'm going to look at the map again. But then we got Lake Erie, and we're going to get we'll get some more Great Lake action up along northern New York, I think. So that'll be pretty cool. We got a lot of stuff to see over the next month or so. Well, we got a lot of stuff to see over the next X number of months, truthfully. Yeah, we're 18 miles from Sandusky. That's where we're going to stay tomorrow night. And I have no idea what's next after that. That's what I'm going to work on tonight. And I might have mispredicted Henry time versus Google time. It's 2:47. I said Henry time would probably be 3:15. And we've only got less than 6 miles to go, so we'll see. And one of the things I want to be really careful about is not falling into the trap of eating out too often, both from a waistline, which is still ever expanding, perspective, and from a cost perspective. Put-in-Bay ferry service, next 2 exits. We're exiting in 1.2 miles. Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial and the state parks. I looked at taking the RV over and staying at one of the state parks for a little bit, but I think it's like $130 round trip to take the ferry with the RV, and I'm a little bit afraid of the idea of driving the ferry onto an RV. Now, driving the RV onto a ferry, and I hadn't had enough time to do any research, so we're going to just take the ferry as passengers. And we're going to hope that Kit has an awesome day tomorrow. So this is our exit coming up. This being like a super cute little town on Dundee village, but as I think about it, this was probably 50 years ago that I was here. I think I was either 16 or 17. Closed 8/18 for 4 days. Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm using it today. Wait a minute. Today's the 18th. I guess I'm glad it's not closed right now. There's Lake Erie out there, guys. Pretty cool. And I guess part of what we got to figure out this afternoon too is what time we want to get the ferry, and then make sure I know how to get to the actual parking areas that we're going to. Here's Kroger over here on the right. Let's go Krogering! Apparently they don't say that anymore in their ads. Somebody parked their Hayabusa crosswise in a parking space. It was very Instagram picture looking. So what do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Alright, we got 2 more miles to get to our Walmart. GoPro, stop recording. Well, I can see my Walmart right up here on the right. And I do see another RV here, so that's good. Oh, and there's an RV out here.
At the light, turn right, then turn right.
I don't think they're parking there, though, at the Dollar General. Probably not. They might just be shopping at the Dollar General. Okay. So I'm going to do what I always always do and drive all the way around the building and then decide where I'm going to park. This guy has decided to park here by the trucks, but I don't necessarily want to do that if I can avoid it. I mean, I could park right there.
Head west.
It doesn't seem to be terribly busy for 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. It's okay, kid. I mean, busy enough, certainly. Well, here's the automotive department. It has a sign that says truck exit. They probably don't want me parking over here. And this is potentially in the way of the trucks. What do you think, Kitster? Oh, and like the last one that I stayed in, this one seems to have 2 sets of truck bays. So I've learned that lesson to a certain extent. Yeah, we got truck exit on this side. Well, I guess this is a case where I am going to go out there by where that other RV is. Not my first choice, but it won't be that bad. Oh, they got a pharmacy drive-thru. You could stop, Kit.
You have arrived.
Really? It's okay. You can stop. Yeah, so I'm going to go out there because it's out of the way. I think I can park far enough away from the trucks. See if I can pick the right lane to drive up, though. Kit is very excited. I think I want this one. Okay, Kit. It's okay. We're just gonna park. GoPro, stop recording.